Hey guys, I'm having troubles that I think a lot of us have on the road, and that's how do you keep your electronic devices charged. I have $300 worth of two 100 watt panels back there sitting in the dining area of the Betty Lou in my rig, but I don't have an inverter, and I'm saving up to get a Jackery, hopefully. And a Jackery, if you're listening to this, I'll tag you. I'm willing to, if you force me, I'm willing to take one to test it for you guys. But I want to get a Jackery 1000 or maybe even a 500. And even though, like I said, I've got hundreds of dollars of solar back there, I don't have it hooked up now. So when you live on the road and you're a nomad, you know, how do you charge your phone, which I'm recording on, and you know, all your other little portable devices? This is the best thing I have ever bought. It's an Anchor, and I don't know the model number, but I'll find it and let you guys know. $60 at Walmart. You charge this from shore power or through your cigarette lighter, and if once you get this thing fully charged, it will charge my phone 4 times. It's amazing. I also have a little fan that I use, a digital fan where you plug into this. It will run that for a couple of days. So this is the best thing ever. If you don't know about these, get one of these. As soon as I can afford it, I'm getting another one. But anyway, so back to the point. This little thing is also an Anchor. It's called an IQ, and it's crap. It doesn't work very well. It'll say, when I plug my phone into this, it charges no problem. When I plug my phone into this, it says it's not supported. So I don't know what the heck that is. So this was like freaking $12. You know, you buy these for $2 at the dollar store or whatever. So I thought if I had a nicer one, that would work, but this is garbage. So what I did today was I bought this dude. It's a Powerline DC OTAC inverter with 2.4 USB power, and I don't know if you can see that. It's got room, so you take this end and you plug it into your cigarette lighter, and I've got a 1986 rig, and I don't know if that has something to do with it, but you take this end and you plug it in just like a cigarette lighter, and then it's got the for the 3-prong. If you're not watching this in America, your setup will be a little bit different, but basically it's the same thing. You got the three prong, you know, that will plug into there, and then you got a USB that's going to plug into there. So I'm going to try this out and see what you guys think. $30, a lot of money, but you know, I started with the best, just like with this dude. They had $10 ones, and I've used those in the past. Technology is really getting better, but I bought the most expensive one of this, saved up for it, and I saved up for this, and got it. The next part of my journey with recharging stuff is going to be a little solar charger, and when I say that, they're like this, and they're on Amazon. They're like $40. It'll sit on my dash and charge as we go. But anyway, I'm gonna use this, guys, and I'll let you know how it goes. Hey guys, got a quick question on my Chasing the Sun Instagram account, and I thought while I'm driving for 6 hours today I would take a stab at it. Somebody asked me, when I'm looking to boondock, what is the process? I've got a couple of videos on boondocking, but really not, I haven't put it all together, so I'm going to do a couple of minutes here and kind of show you what I do. So what I do is, like today, I've got 1,000 miles I'm going, so I'm going to cut that over 4 days, 250 miles-ish. So I put the Waze on, MapQuest, whatever you're using, and I go put that on the app on my phone. I will get as close as I can to a decent-sized city. The first thing I'm looking for is a Planet Fitness. They're starting to open up again, and even though I won't work out in them because of COVID, I do love the showers. So that's pretty much the first thing I look for, and if the city I'm looking for is large enough to have a Planet Fitness, it's going to have a Walmart, and even though most Walmarts don't allow parking, I still try that because I'm have a Cracker Barrel. So that's kind of the process that I'm looking for. A Planet Fitness for a shower, a place to stay, someplace that's safe, and of course, you know, other things along the way. So that's kind of the process. The other thing that's nice is to have a city park or a county park or a state park. I feel weird about cooking in a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart parking lot. So, and of course, Wolfie and I have to eat, and I'm not going to spend all my money on eating out. I never do that, except for when I'm at Cracker Barrel and I get a $5 veggie plate or whatever. So that's the other thing I look for. So Planet Fitness, Cracker Barrel, and a park to cook in, and those make my life so much easier. If I can find all of those things, then I can stay safely and easily. Now, when I can't find those things, that's where the challenges come in, and when that comes up, and it will come up on this trip, I guarantee it, I'll do another quick shot about that and let you guys know how I deal with that. Hey Wolfer. Hey. So we are in Indianapolis, just south of there. We're at a rest area. I've stopped, been driving all morning. Started in Dayton, Ohio, and like I said, we're outside of Indy. I'm going to do some cooking. Rest areas, I feel really good about cooking. I don't feel as good about when I'm at Walmart or boondocking somewhere at a business. So I try to do that outside of those areas. And right now I'm going to cook quite a lot. I've got 2 of these sausages and 18 eggs. Yes, I'm going to make all 18 eggs, and I'll show you how I package those. I just like to cook for a little bit of time, and then I store them in my my cooler, and then I eat them as I go. So yeah, I spent $5 on this, and I'm going to get about 9 meals out of it. So okay, here we go. So basically, I've got 2 pounds of this sausage, ground sausage, and really, I mean, there's not really much difference in how I'm doing it now than I would at home. The only difference is that I'm at a rest area, and I've been driving for days and days and days, and I'm in Indianapolis, headed for North Dakota, and I'm going to the beet harvest. It's a wonderful adventure, and I'm just couldn't be more excited. A little bit tired of driving, but that's okay. I'm driving more than I normally would because I don't want to dally. I want to get there and get set up, and I'll tell you, we'll be talking a lot about that. This is one of the most commonly asked questions I get. You know, how is your cooking in the rig different than is your cooking at home? It's not really any differently, honestly. I do have a smaller oven. I don't like to bake, so pretty much it's exactly the same. The only thing that's really different is because I use a cooler instead of a fridge. I have to be more aware of that, but I make a lot of things up, and I put them in little single containers, which I'll show you, and then I eat them just like I would out of my fridge. So I'm gonna let this brown for 10 minutes, and while that's happening, I'm gonna mix up these 18 eggs, and I'll show you how to get those scrambled. All right, here we go. Always make sure when you're cracking open eggs, you use a flat surface like that, so you have less shells or less chance of shells escaping. All right, so I'm gonna do these 9 at a time because my pan is small. Maybe there is a difference than the way I would do this at home, but it just takes a little bit longer. So good and stir it up, break all the yolks, incorporate everything really well. Get your pan. Get started. It's gonna be basically on high for the first part, and then I'll turn it down a little at the end. And the most important thing that you can do for yourself to get nice, soft, fluffy eggs, and the reason that when you go to fancy restaurants they're nice and soft, the trick is to keep them moving. And I mean pretty much every second they're on the heat, they should be moving. Wolfie's we're at the rest stop and Wolfie's saying hi to someone. So anyway, so that's the trick. You keep your eggs moving and they will be nice and fluffy. And I'll show you guys what these look like about halfway through. Yep, so we're about halfway done. Again, keep it moving. And that way you'll have nice fluffy eggs. And I'll show you what they look like when we're done. Okay, these are about done. Took about 4 minutes for 9 eggs, and I like to turn them off a little bit before they're cooked all the way through, and that way they won't dry out. So these are nice and fluffy. Never brown anything unless you want a French omelet. Eggs do not get brown when they're scrambled, and you would use butter to accent that French omelet to get a little more browning. Anyway, nice fluffy eggs. All right, this has been about 5 minutes. Looking good, just browning it up, nothing fancy. Only we're at a rest stop on a 1,600-mile, very exciting journey. That's the difference between how I'm cooking and most people are cooking. All right, and I'll show you what that looks like when we're done. All right, this is done. Took about 12 minutes just to keep moving it around, nice and easy. And we're done. And then I'll show you how I package them and wrap them so they're pretty much waterproof for the cooler, and how easy it is just to grab one, heat it up real quick and go. All right, there you go. 9 servings for $5. Scrambled eggs and sausage. There's a couple in there for each one, and I've already eaten one. So, you know, just because we live in vans and RVs does not mean we have to eat peanut butter all day and ramen and all that other garbage. Simple, for me, low carb, real food. And just so happens, like I said, I'm on an adventure. I'm in a rest area in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I could not be more thrilled on my way to the Beet farm. Wolfie, hi, hi, hi. All right, so this is the last step. I think a lot of my viewers are van lifers, and I have lots of RVers as well, but since I don't have a refrigerator, I have my little cooler over there. I don't know if you can see it right there. Sorry, I'm so messy. I'm in the middle of traveling. Somebody very beautiful in my life just gave me those. Those are really neat. Anyway, so, you know, I got an old takeout and carriers, and they leak. If you put them inside the way they are in a cooler and the ice starts to melt, there's really nothing worse than getting that filled up with water. So what I do, of course, is just do a little double zip top bag, and then for a little extra security, ice security, melted security, I put them up in the cooler like that, so there's even a less opportunity for them to get water in it. So hope that's a helpful hint for some of y'all folks. Another question that I get asked all the time is, how do I get my dishes clean? And I have the absolute best way ever. It's biodegradable. It doesn't hurt the environment. It uses absolutely no chemicals. There's nothing to use, nothing. And it's just, the technology involved in this is unbelievable. It's unbeatable. It's renewable, and it saves the planet. You ready? Oh, baby. Yes, this is what I do with all my dishes. And then in a second, I really will show you how I get them clean after Wolfie does her thing. All right, so best way to get things clean on the road, and I know some of you are going to complain, I don't use a lot of paper towels, but I'm on the road right now, so I don't have a lot of ways to get my regular rags clean. So occasionally, to do dishes, I will use these and a few other things. And this is just cleaning vinegar. Spray it a few times. Wipe it out. Now, so I know a lot of you are going to say, don't use that as a poisonous. What I've done is I've taken out what was in here, and I put a solution of 25% vinegar and water of my own. So no, this doesn't really have the store-bought stuff in it. It's got my stuff in it, even though I'm sure that wouldn't hurt you. Please don't do that. Don't use that stuff. Make your own solution of 25% vinegar and 75% water. That's it. Clean. I've been doing it for years and I've never gotten sick. Now, what I will say is that if you have, we just did the grease. That's the grease left over from the from the sausage we just made. That's not going to cut it. So I still do occasionally use, Dawn and water for that stuff. But day in, day out, it saves on water. When you get a 5-gallon bucket of water, and that'll last you for a really, really long time. And it will if you don't have to use that for cleaning dishes. So that's how I do dishes. Guys, leaving the Planet Fitness in Bloomington, Illinois. Fantastic place. Showers were really clean, social distancing, masks, everything that I've expected. Showers were really amazing. They had a couple of different spouts coming out in different places. Free Wi-Fi. I guess I have to start looking at that where I go. They have charging stations, super clean. The staff was amazing. Planet Fitness, Bloomington, Illinois. Amazing. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Chasing the Sun, where we do everything RV and van life. Sorry, it's a little dark. It's very late. We're in Bloomington, Illinois, and we've come through Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and now we're at a Planet Fitness, chilling out until we go to the Cracker Barrel. That's where we're going to sleep tonight. It was a really good day. We're really doing it. It's just about as exciting as it can be. We're going to do the Beet Festival. Why do I keep calling it a Beet Festival? It's a beet harvest in North Dakota, and we're going to be there in a couple of days. Going to show you guys how to make some money in this life that I have chosen, and maybe you have, or maybe you're trying to choose. So thanks for watching. Like I said, please consider subscribing, guys. We're at about 208 subscribers. I'm so excited about that. Need to do a little bit better though. Need to get up to about 1,000 so we can monetize, and yeah, So, like I said, thanks for tuning in. If you'd like for me to cover something that I haven't, please send me with an email. My email is below. Find us on all the social media stuff, Chasing the Sun, and would be glad to answer any questions that you guys have. All right, guys. Remember, you have to get up every day for the rest of your life and do one thing that gets you closer to your dreams. I love you, old girl. Oh. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.